Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're doing something a little different. We're going to follow a Japanese live streamer through a pretty chaotic and surprisingly revealing day out in Tokyo.
Okay, so let's meet our guy. This is Yokoyama Midori, a Japanese live streamer. And his day starts with a simple goal and a pretty big problem. He's trying to get to this festival, but, well, he has absolutely no idea where it is. I think we've all been there, right? Totally lost before you've even really started.
So his target is the神田Myojin Shrine, a famous spot. But here's the thing about being a live streamer, right? The journey is the content. This simple walk, it's about to become the first part of his show for the day.
And his search for directions, it just immediately falls apart. It's almost comical. First, he asks a police officer, who gives him these directions that, they pretty much send him in a circle. Then he finds a sign that's even more confusing. Like, is the shrine 250 meters ahead? Or is it just a random staircase? You can just feel the frustration building. It's just chaos.
And this is where you start to really get him, you know? His personality just shines through. That raw, totally unfiltered complaining. That's exactly why his fans watch. He's blunt, a little cynical, and honestly super relatable. Who hasn't felt that exact same way when they're lost?
Okay, so against all odds, he finally arrives. But here's the funny thing. It turns out the whole day isn't really about the big festival event he was trying to get to. Nope. It's actually about all these little, unexpected moments and encounters. And they tell us a ton about what creator culture in Japan is like right now.
Like, the first thing that happens is he gets a totsu. Now, if you're not familiar, totsu is a huge part of Japanese live streaming. It's basically when a fan sees a streamer out in public and just walks up for a surprise hello. It's that wild moment where the online world crashes right into the real one.
Then, of course, he gets sucked into one of those classic festival shooting games. He shells out 1,000 yen, which is like $10, takes his shots, the staff is all cheering for him super loudly, and he wins absolutely nothing. Not a single prize. But you see, for a live streamer, that's gold. It's not about winning the prize, it's about sharing the hilarious experience of not winning.
All right, so let's finally get to the main event. The whole reason he went through all that trouble. The Anisong Bon Odori, which is basically a cool modern spin on a very traditional Japanese festival.
And the scene, wow, it looks amazing. You've got the University of Tokyo's dance club up on stage, and they're leading this massive, super enthusiastic crowd. Everybody's dancing in sync to these huge anime theme songs. Everything from the classic Doraemon to newer stuff from Love Live. The energy is just, it's electric.
And then, the punchline. After all that effort, getting lost, everything, our guy, Midori, he's totally unimpressed. It's the ultimate anticlimax. He just goes, I'm bored. I don't even know these songs. And just like that, he decides to leave. The main event he came for? A complete bust.
So this is where the stream takes a hard left turn. He just completely bails on the festival and starts a new mission. It's like a video game side quest, And this side quest actually tells us a lot more about the real day-to-day grind of being a full-time creator.
But wait, before he leaves, he finds this little oasis. A promo tent is just giving away free energy drinks. And for him, this is not a small thing. This is a major win. He's so happy, just grabbing a few drinks, totally thrilled about his 0 yen find. Sometimes it's the little things, right? So now he's all fueled up on free energy drinks, and he's off to Akihabara, the legendary electronics district. His new mission is way more practical. He needs to do some research for a new gaming PC. For a streamer, that's a crucial tool for the job.
So he's in this PC shop, and a clerk gives him some seriously good advice. And it all boils down to one simple thing: heat. The clerk explains that for what he does, gaming and streaming at the same time, a laptop just can't keep cool. It'll overheat and the performance will tank. If you want to achieve what they call nuru-nuru, which basically means a perfectly silky smooth stream, you've got to go with a desktop. No other way.
So when you look at this whole day, from him getting hopelessly lost, to the disappointing festival, to this random trip to a PC shop, it all paints this really vivid picture of what it's actually like to live your life out loud, online, for an audience. And the whole time, his entire day is just sprinkled with these fan encounters. One minute a stranger is giving him bad directions, the next,
he's taking photos with viewers. His public broadcast and his personal life, they're not separate things. They've totally merged. When you do this for a living, you're kind of never off the clock.
We also get this really interesting peek into his professional mindset. He makes this point that he treats all his fans the same. Men, women, it doesn't matter. Everyone gets treated equally. It might seem like a small comment, but it says a lot about his ethics and how he thinks about building and managing his community.
So if you step back and look at it, what does this whole chaotic day really tell us? Well, for one, you see how old traditions and modern pop culture are mixing together in Japan. You see that a creator's life is just constant improvisation. But I think the biggest takeaway is this. Community isn't just some number on a screen. It's something real, being built right there on the streets of Akihabara. And really, it all kind of boils down to this one big question. For him, community isn't an abstract idea. It's a bunch of random, friendly people he meets on a hot Tokyo day. And that makes you wonder, doesn't it? In our own hyper-connected digital lives, what does a real community actually look like?